Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk all things weight loss and healing. I want to help you to get healthy, get fit, and live your best life. I lost 80 pounds on a ketogenic diet, and I want to work with you to help you stay on track and achieve your goals. Today we're talking about how keto impacts your health. Have you heard about it, but we're kind of scared to try it because of all the negative talk in the news? Well, I'm going to tell you 7 reasons why I think it's really healthy and a great choice. The number one reason why keto is so healthy for you and so awesome is how easy the weight loss is. Now, if you have ever tried to lose weight, well, you know how difficult that is, and you know how important it is to get weight off. It is not healthy to carry around 80 extra pounds. It's terribly painful for joints and all of that kind of stuff. So getting that down is the number one thing for me. As you can see from the before and after picture that I am sliding right by on the screen, you know that I was not comfortable. I was in a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort, and I did so much better once I lost that weight. If you can get weight off and you can do it in a way that is comfortable and sustainable, that is health. Increased energy and focus on keto. On so many diets that I've gone on before, I would feel totally exhausted and tired, run down. By 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I am just dying and looking for a snack and looking for anything to pick me up. But that is not at all how you feel on keto. Keto, for some reason, you suddenly feel alive and have all of this energy and focus. Now, don't get me wrong. The first couple of weeks when you're adapting and switching over into ketosis, it's rough. I mean, it really can be difficult. But once you get to the other side, it's like, oh my God, why did nobody ever tell me? This is what it's like. If you ever have been doubtful, and if the thing that you have complained about is like brain fog or having difficulty concentrating or just not feeling as sharp as you once were, definitely give keto a try. This was one of the most amazing benefits for me. So number 3 is get more time out of your day. Now you might think that's kind of odd. Why are we talking about time management when in a video about weight loss and getting healthy? But in fact, these are totally related. So have you ever been on a diet where, it was really low in calories, low in protein, low in fat, you felt miserable and cranky and cold all day long? Well, think about that day. How much work did you actually accomplish? Probably not that many. Or you were, only able to do like the bare minimum. But when you eat food that is actually nutritive, actually satisfies your hunger, you will be able to focus so much of your energy and your thought process on the things that you want to accomplish. I mean, it's like your brain comes alive and you're on fire. Foods that stop hunger. Now, this is probably keto's strongest point. This is where it really, really shines because nobody likes to be hungry. And we have all done it. We all believe that that's what's necessary in order to lose weight and that we must suffer and we have to be hungry and we have to be longing for food. But oh my God, this is not true. You can actually eat food that truly satisfies you and you can stop and you can start, we all want to kind of learn how to do intuitive eating and be able to listen to our body. When you're eating real food that really is nutritive, you can listen to your body's signals about whether it's full or not and what it needs. And so you don't have to go hungry. You can actually respond to your body's cries for food. But that cry is going to go silent. You're going to be stunned to find, wow, it was like 8 hours ago that I ate. And I haven't even, now is just like the first time that I'm thinking, hey, I might be kind of hungry. So you're going to be amazed at how long you're able to go without eating. And this is why people who do intermittent fasting and keto it's so effortless for them, because once you get fat adapted, once you get into ketosis and, are really solidly there, you will be able to go these long periods without eating. And then if you do get a signal for hunger, hunger comes in waves. And so when you have a signal for hunger, you can just, kind of ignore it. And it's once that, signal comes back and is persistent that, you're hungry, so you eat. You never have to be hungry if you don't want to be. The next thing I like about keto is you can enjoy your meals and feel satisfied. So I don't know about you, but for me, 9 to 11 p.m. was the witching hour. And so anything, that was when I had these cravings. Anything sweet was fair game. It was really hard for me to control my sweet tooth at that point. So when I was doing regular dieting, like that would be the time that would be my undoing. Now I know it was because I wasn't eating enough and eating proper food that was really nutritive. And so that's why, come, the nighttime hours, my willpower had been stretched all day long and it wasn't strong enough anymore. But once I started eating this way and eating really nutritive food, like I didn't have these cravings and urges and desires in the same way anymore. Now, again, you have to get through the keto adaptation, and that can be tough. But once you're beyond it, those cravings for sugar and sweet really start to come down, and it becomes a lot easier to focus on the delicious, savory flavors that come in other kinds of foods, and to appreciate the sweetness and taste that's in red peppers and in tomatoes and in onions. When your taste buds aren't overwhelmed by the sweetness and the artificial sweetness even that comes from processed foods, you can really start to taste the deliciousness of regular whole foods. Another one of the most awesome benefits of the keto diet is its impact on autoimmune diseases. So you'll hear all these amazing stories from people about the healing that happened when they started doing this. And so like me, people come for the weight loss and they stay for the healing. There's all of these incredible things that happen. I have always suffered with allergies, eczema, and asthma. I've been in a continuous flare-up over the last 6 or 7 years. And so when I went on the keto diet, I was really amazed at how my allergies really calmed down, how my eczema, really kind of calmed down, and asthma calmed down. Now I'm going to say, and I'm not saying that you have to do this, but for me, when I took out the dairy, these problems just exponentially got better. So you might find that you go on keto and you get somewhat better, maybe 75% better. But if you're looking to go that extra mile, there are a few things that you can do to tweak things. And I will say that dairy for me was one of those things. I was actually able, 4 months ago is when I fully and completely cut out dairy. And I haven't had to use my inhaler since. I was actually able to just put it away. You will probably find similar kind of healing, if not even better. You definitely hear from people with celiac disease, Crohn's disease, and fibromyalgia, and Hashimoto's, people like that who really are doing so much better on the keto diet. So definitely, if you have any physical or health concerns, definitely look out at some of the things that, some of the healing that can go on for people on a keto diet and see if it might work for you. The most interesting thing is how keto impacts your mood and your mental health. I touched a little bit on this earlier in terms of, increasing your energy and focus and your brain focus. But the other thing that I find is I just feel better, happier on keto. I don't have, nothing in particular has changed in my life, but my mood is so much better. And so many other people find that too. Depression clears for people. I realized for me, once I started digging in and doing a lot of research, I realized that I, for years, have sort of separated the body from the mind. And so, your body can be unhealthy, but your mind is healthy. But in fact, your brain and your body are one. So if you are not giving proper nutrition to your body, you're not giving proper nutrition to your brain. And there's no reason to expect your body to function poorly, but your brain to function well. Now, your brain is protected and, your body really wants to keep it going and make sure it's doing well. But if it's being denied nutrients, it's not operating at optimal performance. It just isn't. So when you start feeding yourself properly and really giving yourself all the nutrients that you need, you might find that your mood really changes, that you become happier, that any depression you might have had goes away. I encourage you, check it out. These are some awesome reasons to focus on keto. So if keto brings about all of these wonderful health benefits, how can it be bad? I had to look at my life, and I decided that, carrying all this extra weight, being exhausted, having brain fog, being hungry all the time, these are not signs of health and wellness. These are not signs that I was doing the right things in my life. And so I really looked around to make a different choice and to find something that was healthier. And I found that eating a nutrient-dense diet that allowed me to run on fat, on the battery pack that I carry on my body, that was the thing that really unlocked health for me. And so anything that does not lead to feeling energetic and strong and able, then that is not, to me, that is not something that is part of a healthy regimen. So I encourage you to think about that. Think about what does health mean to you, and whether you're doing things that are leading you towards that goal of being healthy and energetic. For me, during my journey, one of the things that was the final straw was how much knee pain I was having. And I was thinking, if at 44 I'm going down the stairs backwards because it's that painful, then where am I going to be at 54? Am I getting my first knee replacement? I had to think about those things and feeling exhausted. Those were the things that I really wanted to change in my life. And those were actually some of the first things that changed. The wonderful thing about keto is that it reduces inflammation, and that can help reduce joint pain long before you've lost the weight that you need to. It really does make quite a difference in that arena. What we're doing right now is killing us. It is. So when you are eating things that are making you inflamed, when you are exhausted, when you feel this kind of joint pain, that is not health. We're already doing something wrong. So let's turn and look and pivot and try to look for something that is right and do something that is different. And finally, I know now that the energy and the boost that I get when I eat a Snickers bar at 3 p.m, that is not a feeling of health and wellness. Once I got through the fat adaptation and really started to run on fat rather than sugar, I found a whole, so much more energy. I am now able to see that is completely different from the energy that you get from eating a Snickers bar at 3 p.m. I now recognize what health feels like. Before I was masking my pain and discomfort with, medication or, sugar or whatever. But now I feel health in a way that I never, ever experienced before. So I think that you really want to think about whether keto is right for you. And I think it might be. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I really enjoyed having this talk. And if you found value in this video, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and click the little bell so you'll get notifications when I next post a video. I'm going to try to do this once a week on Thursday mornings, so definitely look out for my videos, and I can't wait to see you next.